Hello and welcome to the top 5 most expensive cars ever sold at auction. While ultra-expensive race cars may seem like novel toys for the rich and famous, they actually serve a very important purpose, including to showcase the latest technologies and engineering capabilities of the manufacturer to compete in high-level motorsports events, and to serve as a status symbol for the brand. They are typically designed and built with the highest levels of performance in mind and are highly sought after by collectors and enthusiasts. These cars are usually produced in very limited quantities, which only adds to their exclusivity and desirability. As a result, they often fetch extremely high prices at auction, especially if they have a significant history or provenance. If your interest is piqued, like the video and subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. Without further ado, let's get started. We're starting strong at number 5 with the 1956 Ferrari 290mm, selling for a cool $28,050,000. This sports racing car was built by Ferrari specifically to compete in the 1956 edition of the 1000 km Buenos Aires, as well as the 1956 edition of the Mille Miglia. It was powered by a 3.5-litre V12 engine and featured a sleek, aerodynamic body design by Scaglietti. The 290mm was driven by some of the most talented drivers of the time, including Juan Manuel Fangio and Phil Hill. Only 4 of these beauties were ever made, making it a highly sought-after collector's item. Next up at number 4, we have the 1954 Mercedes-Benz W196, selling for a staggering $29,600,000. This Formula One racing car dominated the 1954 and 1955 seasons, winning 9 out of 12 races entered and securing the World Championship title in both years. Its innovative use of desmodromic valves and mechanical direct fuel injection, developed from the DB601 V12 engine used in World War II fighter planes, set it apart from its competition. The W196 featured a streamlined, aluminum body and was powered by a 2.5-litre M196 straight-8 engine. It was driven by the legendary Juan Manuel Fangio and Sterling Moss, who described it as the best Formula One car he had ever driven. Coming in at number 3, we have the 1957 Ferrari 335 Sport Scaglietti, selling for a mind-blowing $35,711,359. This sports racing car was produced by Ferrari in response to the Maserati 450S, which with its 4.5-litre engine was threatening to overpower the 3.8-litre 315S and 3.5-litre 290mm. The 335 Sport was powered by a 4.1-litre V12 engine and featured a sleek, aerodynamic body design by Scaglietti. It was highly successful in competition, winning the 1957 edition of the 1000 km Buenos Aires and the 1957 edition of the Sebring 12 Hours. Only 4 of these cars were ever made, making it a rare and highly coveted collector's item. At number 2, we have the 1962 Ferrari 250 GTO, selling for a whopping $48,405,000. This GT car was produced by Ferrari for homologation into the FIA's Group 3 Grand Touring Car category, and was powered by a Type 01 68-62 Colombo V12 engine. The 250 in its name denotes the displacement in cubic centimeters of each of its cylinders, and GTO stands for Gran Turismo Omologato, Italian for Grand Touring Homologated. The 250 GTO was designed by Giotto Bizzarini, Carlo Chitti, and Mauro Forghieri, and was based on the 250 GT SWB. It featured a lightweight, aerodynamic body and was highly successful in competition, winning the 1962 edition of the International Championship for GT manufacturers. Just 36 of these cars were manufactured between 1962 and 1964. The 250 GTO is highly desired by automobile collectors and has repeatedly set price records at auction. The current record for the world's most expensive Ferrari was set in June 2018 when a 1963 250 GTO, chassis 4153 GT, was reportedly sold in a private sale for an unbelievable $70 million. And finally, at the number 1 spot, we have the 1955 Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR Uhlenhaut Coupe, selling for a record-breaking $142 million. This car was derived from the W196 Formula One racing car and was developed specifically for the 1955 World Sports Car Championship season. It was powered by a modified version of the M196 3-liter straight-8 engine used in the W196, and featured a streamlined, aerodynamic body made of aluminum and magnesium. The 300 SLR was highly successful in competition, winning the 1955 Mille Miglia and finishing first and second at the 1955 24 Hours of Le Mans. However, the car's success was short-lived as it was involved in a devastating crash at Le Mans that year, which ended not only its domination on the WSC circuit but also spelled the end for the W196 as Mercedes pulled out of competitive racing in 1955 and did not return for another 3 decades. So there you have it, the top 5 most expensive cars ever sold at auction. These luxurious and highly coveted collector's items have fetched some truly staggering prices at auction, making them the most expensive cars in the world. It's no surprise that these rare and iconic vehicles, with their rich histories and impressive performance records, are so highly sought after by collectors and enthusiasts. From the sleek and aerodynamic Ferrari 290mm to the innovative and dominant Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR, these cars represent the pinnacle of automotive design and engineering.